Morning students, in the last video you must be knowing about the Ampere circuital law. And Ampere circuital law is helpful to find out the magnetic induction at a point due to a current carrying conductor or current carrying any surfaces. So here the application of the Ampere circuital law. One of the application is that the magnetic field due to a current carrying circular wire of infinite length. This is actually a thick wire. This is the thick wire and the current is passing through this thick wire. So you have to find out the magnetic induction, magnetic field intensity due to the current carrying circular wire. So first of all, you must be knowing about that Ampere circuital law is called line integral of the magnetic field along a closed path is equal to the mu naught times the current enclosed by that closed path, or B vector dot dl vector integration, closed integration, that is equal to mu naught I. This thing you know it. But here that how to apply the Ampere circuital law. First cases. Suppose this is the thick conductor, this is the thick current carrying conductor, this is the thick current carrying conductor of thickness this one, and the radius of this current carrying conductor is A. And we want to find out first the P1 be the point where we want to calculate the magnetic induction due to the current carrying conductor. So that case number one, just to find it, because we can select the different places. P1 be the point outside the conductor, and you have to select one point on the conductor, and you have to find out the point inside the conductor. In three places you have to calculate the magnetic induction, magnetic field strength. So first case number one, magnetic field at a point outside the wire. Magnetic field at a point outside the wire. So P1 be a point outside the wire, and which is at a distance R, and A is the radius of the wire, radius of the conductor. So here R is greater than A. That means R is greater than A means it is the point is outside the conductor. So if we apply the Ampere circuital law, we have to choose an Amperian loop. We have to choose the Amperian loop. This is the Amperian circle which is passing through P1. The Amperian circle which is passing through P1. If you find the line integral of B vector or dl vector here, and you can get it, suppose if you find out the line integral at this point or wherever you can find the line integral, the line integral will be B vector will be along this direction and dl vector also will be along this direction. B and dl will be in the same direction. If you find the line integral of the magnetic field along that circle, along the Amperian loop, so it will be B vector dot dl vector, and this is equal to mu naught I. You know it from the Ampere circuital law. And this is equal to B dl cos 0 degree. B dl cos 0 degree equal to mu naught I. And that is equal to B dl cos 0 degree. If you take the integration, and you are finding B into L equal to mu naught I. And B equal to mu naught I upon 2 pi R. That is, you can write it as mu naught by 4 pi 2I upon R. So B you are finding, that is the mu naught by 4 pi 2I upon R. This is the magnetic field at a point at a distance R outside the current carrying conductor. That we know it from the Biot-Savart law. From the Biot-Savart law, you know the magnetic induction at a point due to a current carrying conductor, that is equal to mu naught by 4 pi 2I upon R. If you choose the point on the surface, if you select the point on the surface, so same manner on the surface, the B is on the surface, you can get R equal to A, that is B equal to mu naught by 4 pi 2I upon A. The distance R in place of R, you are writing only the radius of the conductor. The important case is that what will be the magnetic field inside the current carrying conductor? Inside the current carrying conductor, what happens here? That means the point will be inside this one. This is the current carrying conductor. Inside the current carrying conductor, you take it as the P2 is the point where you want to calculate the magnetic field strength. What will be that one? So one in this case is that we have to choose the Amperian loop. This is the Amperian loop. This is the Amperian loop. and that distance you take it as the r. So here r is less than a. So the two cases will be that, two conditions will be here. If the current flows along the surface of the wire, if the current carrying conductor is completely a metal surface, so the current will be residing or flowing along the surface, and that cases you get it, that is, if the current will be flowing along the surface, no current will be enclosed within the Amperian loop. Means if the current flows along the surface, B vector or dl vector integration, closed distribution, that will be the 0 or B equal to 0. So inside that conductor, no magnetic field will be there. Inside that conductor, no magnetic field will be there. But the important thing is that if the current is distributed uniformly throughout the conductor, we have to calculate how much current is enclosed by the Amperian loop. Draw this. Due to this Amperian loop, how much current is enclosed? If the current is distributed throughout the cross section, what will be the enclosed current? Enclosed current equal to I dash. This is equal to total current is I upon pi a square. That is the cross sectional area of the conductor. Current flowing per unit area of cross section multiplied with the cross sectional area of the Amperian loop. That is I upon pi a square multiplied with pi r square. If you cut it here, pi is getting cancelled. Remaining is the I r square upon a square. It is the current enclosed by the Amperian loop inside the current carrying conductor. So if you use the Ampere circuital law, B vector the dl vector, that is equal to mu naught into I dash, and what will be the B? So here you can get it that is B dl cos 0 degree equal to mu naught I dash, or that is integration of, that is B into L, that is equal to mu naught. What will be the I dash? I dash value you know it, that is I r square upon a square, or B will be equal to mu naught I r square upon a square. What is the value of the L? L equal to, that you can tell it as the length of that Amperian loop, that is equal to 2 pi r. That is equal to 2 pi r. So if you cut it these values, this cancelled. The remaining is the mu naught upon 2 pi I r upon a square. I r upon a square. This is the magnetic field inside the current carrying conductor. So here what happens here? In case of that, we are finding B is inversely proportional to R, but inside you are finding B is directly proportional to R. If you plot the graph between the B and R, this is the center of the current carrying conductor. From center to the surface, if you move, this is the A. From center to the surface, B is directly proportional to R. Inside the conductor, from the center it is B is directly proportional to R, so the graph becomes linear. And from the surface to outside, we get the B is inversely proportional to R. So we are getting the reciprocal graph here. This is the graph between the B and R. So you get it, the ideas. If the three cases, case number 1 outside the conductor, case number 2 on the surface of the conductor, case number 3 inside the current carrying conductor, we get the magnetic field accordingly, and we can do in the next video for the next application of the Ampere circuital law. Thank you.